Hey everybody, Professor Doom here, and I want to point out all of the bad things that are centered around this whole APEC, APEC meeting that has been going on between the United States and China out of the city of San Francisco. So let me take you back. The past couple of years, the mainstream media has been beating the homeless, drug-addicted, deplorable conditions out of the city of San Francisco. People defecating on business doorways, people doing this, drug addicts littering the street, homelessness. And you know, and I know, that the president of China most assuredly knew what the conditions were of the streets of San Francisco before he arrived. So what must he be saying in his mind, which is equally bad if you think about it? What is he saying in his mind going, well, wait a minute. So you're telling me, this is Xi Jinping speaking in his mind. So you're telling me that they only took the initiative to clean up their own freaking streets when they could have done this all along without my arrival. They decided to clean it up due to my arrival. How does that make us look if the only reason we will take initiative to clean up our conditions is due to a respect of the visitor who's visiting? That's the only reason we would do it? He's got to be saying inside of himself how ignorant these people are. I'm coming to visit people who are absolutely ignorant. You know, the other question that I have that's all bad, if you think about it, since the mainstream media has been beating this drum about homelessness, about the drug addicts and everything in the streets of San Francisco. Well, they obviously moved 15 to 20,000 homeless people away from there, and the homeless people have been being kept away from the streets of San Francisco, not being allowed to come back, but the mainstream media is remaining silent about their current whereabouts. No one seems to know where they were taken. No one seems to know exactly how they were removed from the streets of San Francisco. No one's really reporting on it. Where are they? And you know, the other thing too is we you know, the only pride that we had about this visit, we weren't going to fly any American flags, you know, hey, you're in the United States and hey, here you are. But no, we'll have people littered up and down the motorcade way and fly the Chinese flags to honor your presence. Is that really how it works? There's a couple of other things here that I want you to think about as well. I am not saying that this guy, Joe Biden, that you're looking at on your screen is wearing a mask, although the possibility does exist. If you look at the scrunching up of the forehead, and we know that the CIA has a very adept program of creating masks that look absolutely real. Now, we've seen other instances where this guy looks like he's wearing a mask. So then the question then becomes, since he is the mouthpiece of the American people, supposedly speaks for us, which as soon as he opens up his mouth, you wish that just was not the case. Not only has he called out the president of China as being a dictator, which I really could care less about that one way or the other. It doesn't really matter to me that he said that. But when you are addressing your audience here and your mouth dribbles out garbage, you have to ask a couple of questions. One, are the people who are visiting the dignitaries from China, are they laughing inside themselves as they listen to this guy speak? And if indeed this is a mask and it is somebody who is intentionally speaking like this to make it look like we have a president who is a moron, dementia, whatever, let's listen. And either scenario, it spells out bad. If it's being done intentionally, bad. If it's this guy, Joe Biden, who is representing the American people and he talks like this, all freaking bad. Everything about this is bad. Here we go. Or not.
No, we're in a situation where we agreed that fentanyl and its precursors will be curbed substantially, and the pill presses. That's a big movement. They're doing, and by the way, I guess I shouldn't identify where it occurred, but John, I know two people near where I live. Their kids literally, as that's strange, they woke up dead. Someone had inserted in, whether the young man did or not, inserted in a drug he was taking, fentanyl. Again.
Tell me, did you look at his forehead very thoroughly? Is it a mask? Is that him? I will reiterate, it does not matter one way or the other. Because if it's being intentionally done to make it look like we have an inept leadership, they're doing a good job of it. If it's Joe Biden and he's this inept, well, then they're doing a good job of letting him represent the American people and just lead us down the road of degradation. Thanks, everybody.